Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Morgana Galaxia here. Coming back again to do some tarot reading because wow, I have so many questions about what has been transpiring this last week, all right, in our beloved nation. So I got so many questions. I know you must too. And, in fact, I don't think I'm going to get through all of them today because I got a ton. But I'll see how far I can get because I don't want to, take up too much time today. But some of the things that I think we should be looking at, again, I'm probably not going to get through all of this, but I want to look at Ginny and Clarence Thomas, okay? Because it's coming out that Ginny Thomas, who is a lobbyist and who is an extreme partisan, a loyal Trumpster, she's been causing Clarence a lot of conflict, I should say, a lot of problems for a really long time. She's he might not think of it this way, but she's kind of a thorn in his side, undermining his credibility because she's such a partisan. Anyways, it's coming out, right, that she purchased a lot or paid for a lot of the buses that brought those rioters to the Capitol. She supported them, sent them her love, what have you. So is this finally going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back and gets Clarence Thomas off the Supreme Court, okay? Because of just, wrongdoing, bias, whatever. We're going to take a look at them. I also want to take a look at, did Mitch McConnell know, to one extent or another, did he know about this riot? And the reason I wonder that is because, as you know, his wife Elaine Chao was a Secretary of Transportation before she resigned after the riot. And, it just seems to me that anybody who was in the White House, right, anybody who was on Trump's cabinet, all those people who talk to Trump day in and day out, they know what he is, who he is. They know how deranged he is. They know how insane he is. And if I just, Trump can't hold a secret. His lips just constantly are flapping. I'm wondering if he said certain things in front of his cabinet to those around him where people in the White House knew he was planning something. And if Elaine Chao knew, Mitch McConnell knew. And when I was listening to his speech, actually before the riot, I believe it was before, he said the right things. He did the right thing at the last second to a certain extent, right? He said the right thing. He basically said that it was wrong, okay, that the election was correct and overturning the election was bogus and blah, blah, blah. But any of you who might have watched him give that speech, didn't it look like he was this far away from crying? He looked really emotional. He looked like he was going to cry. And at the time, I thought it was because of the importance of what he was saying. And also, I think it hurt him to have to do the right thing. But now I'm wondering if he kind of knew something was coming. I'm going to look at that. All right. Let's see what other kind of things I want to get to today. Oh yeah, Trump called the poor boys into the White House, right? Some weeks back. What was that about? They said they were invited by the president. The White House said, oh no, it was just a tour. Was there planning going on? Okay, because everybody so far, yeah, they're blaming Trump for inciting this riot. They're not yet going there as to organization. Did he direct them? Did he communicate with them? Call them in, hey, poor boys, stand down and be ready. Was that White House meeting some weeks back some planning, okay? Definitely want to take a look at the next few days. It's been on Facebook that these militias were planning to return on the 17th. Then they're planning to return on the 19th. These are just the next couple of days. Let's take a look. I think that's probably all I'm going to get through. If I can get through that in a reasonable amount of time, I'm going to continue going because I want to look at Kavanaugh, I want to look at Amy Coney Barrett, but I might have to wait on those things. But let's start out with Mitch, okay? Mitch McConnell. Did he, through his wife, Elaine Chao, who sat on Trump's cabinet, know that Trump is deranged and was planning something for January 6th? I can't help feeling that Trump can't keep his damn mouth shut and let it slip. Wait for January. Yeah, he already told the nation, right? Wait for January 6th. It's going to be wild. Come and show up on the 6th. It's going to be crazy. Did he let his cabinet know? And did Mitch McConnell know that something was headed for them? Okay, did Mitch know? Mitch McConnell. Did Mitch McConnell get a heads up that there was going to be a riot? Okay, I'm not going to say a demonstration, and I'm not going to say protesters. I'm talking about the real deal, okay? A violent riot, an attempted coup. Did he know? Did he know? Thanks to his wife. I mean, he might have known on his own, obviously. So either way, whether it was on his own or through other Republicans like Hawley or through Elaine Chao, did Mitch McConnell know? All right, let's take a quick look. All right. Well, okay, so with the face card here, you know, the King of Cups is always Biden for me. So here's the face of this reading. Did Mitch know? You know, yeah, this could be an aspect of Mitch, but to me, this is my Biden card. So new administration, right? That's what this coup was all about, trying to overturn the election of Joe Biden. What was a challenge to that? What was a challenge to that is that these Trumpsters could not walk away. They couldn't concede defeat. Trump couldn't concede defeat. You know, they should have just walked away. But Biden won. You know, the world goes on, the nation goes on. You know, we'll try again next time in the next election. No, they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that. They could not just leave it be. They couldn't walk away. They couldn't just, you know, do what their duty was and just acknowledge and accept it. They couldn't accept it. Okay, they had to turn their back on it, on the facts, turn their back. Here's all those votes, right? The electoral votes for Biden. They didn't want to look at that. They didn't want to have nothing to do with that. They could not let it be. Okay, but I'm asking, did Mitch know? Okay, so this is saying, yeah, he just couldn't let it be. He couldn't let it be. He's turning his back on the valid votes. And yeah, that day he said the right thing, but all up until that day, he was turning his back, right, on all those electors. Couldn't see him, couldn't hear him, wouldn't talk to them, wouldn't call him out, wouldn't do nothing for nothing. Okay, what is... Mitch McConnell is face-to-face with his karma, okay? He is face-to-face with his destiny, the culmination of the work that he's done. You know, he's been in the Senate for over 30 years. All the work that he's ever done over all that time has come to this moment in his life where he has to deal with his fate and his karma. That's what he's facing right now. Foundationally, with the White House, you know, the foundation of, this is my White House card. I would say this refers to the foundation being the laws, the Constitution, the government, the right thing, okay? The right thing. Okay, I want to go somewhere else right now with this. Sorry, guys. Sometimes, you know, each card has its meaning, its established definitions. You start there, and then your intuition kicks up and says, and this. And obviously, the foundation of this question regarding Mitch McConnell is that Trump is still in the White House. He's still calling the shots. His wife was still in the White House. The White House is the foundation to this question. Did Mitch McConnell know? In the past, he, you know, He had just come through this vicious battle. Okay, yes, it was a vicious, Republicans, Democrats, they've been going at it, these Trumpsters, all these renegade GOPers, they're crossing the line, shattering norms, breaking laws. That's what this card is referring to. And where's he going? Okay, what's the future hold for Mitch? Swift action is coming. Swift action is coming. Okay, so I'm not getting the answer to my question here. Did Mitch McConnell know through Chow or anybody else that this was coming? Okay, well, this was my card for this riot. Okay, the other day I did a reading and I asked, was there going to be violence? And this is the card that appeared. Okay, so to me, this is the riot. And this is in his immediate past position. Did he know? Okay, I want to know, did he know in advance? Know in advance. And I have the riot card in his past. All right, but I want something a little clearer, Spirit. Did he know about this? Did he know about this? Here he is out in the cold, okay? All those GOPers, those renegade GOPers causing grief. He's worried about money, no shocker there. And the Empress, bun in the oven. Okay, let me just show you these cards. So the way he's seeing himself right now, he feels out in the cold. Okay, yeah, he just lost being a majority leader, that's for sure. I think he fears getting tossed out of the Senate. Why would he be tossed out of the Senate? Unless he did something untoward. I mean, he's feeling out in the cold, rejected, dejected. He's feeling like he might get tossed out of the Senate altogether. A lot of those GOPers, right, those renegaders, they've been causing a lot of trouble, a lot of grief, and it's wearing him down and it's injuring him as well. So he's kind of getting swept up in this group that opposed the electoral votes and tried to overthrow the election. He's in with this group. Hopes and fears, always worried about money, 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 money. For his outcome, he's got the Empress. And the Empress is all about abundance. And, she's pregnant because she's got a bun in the oven because she's creating something. It's a creative manifestation. So for his outcome. I'm not going to say this is like a slam dunk clear answer here, okay? But the cards that are standing out for me, is he is face to face with his karma. He's got things to answer for now, okay? And in his past, here's the riot. Here's the riot in his past. So kind of the riot occurred in the past as of today. But in this question of did Mitch McConnell know, this riot is in his past, which kind of indicates maybe he knew. The White House here is a foundation. Trump obviously is in the White House, so is his wife. Some of these other cards, he's worried about being expelled. So maybe he knows he might have done something wrong. He's been in league with these bad actors, all right? These GOPers, they were all trying to overturn a valid election. And he didn't call for it in the same way that they did. That's true. But he didn't condemn them. It wasn't until the last minute where he was asking them, please don't do this. But prior to that, he wouldn't acknowledge Biden's win. He wouldn't call them out, nothing. Okay, so he's complicit with these other GOPers. Yeah, it's always about money with him. That's no shocker. But this bun in the oven tells me there's something being created. They're trying to manifest something. They're trying to make something happen. They're trying to create an event. That's his outcome, the answer to the question. So yeah, I'm saying, it's leaning yes. This reading for me is that should definitely be something we take a look at, okay? And this might be why Elaine bolted from the White House. Of course, it's because she probably didn't want the pressure of having to, deal with that 25th Amendment question. Some bad actors, all right? So I'm going to say not a clear 100% yes or no, up or down, but there's some cards there that indicating he was in league with some bad actors, and there was an attempt there to create some sort of event there, and it does seem like he knew about that. All right. Let's go to the Thomases, Ginny and Clarence Thomas. Ginny is a piece of work, okay? If you Google her and read about some of the stuff that she has done, you'd be like, how is he still on the Supreme Court? So, is Ginny Thomas going to get Clarence removed from the Supreme Court? Is Ginny Thomas going to be caused to remove Clarence from the Supreme Court? Essentially, I want to know, is Clarence going to be removed from the Supreme Court or otherwise step down, however method? Is Clarence going to lose that Supreme Court seat? Probably because of his wife. All right. I'm just going to do a little quick see. Woo-hoo! Okay. So, face card. The Tower. Yeah. Okay. Face of this question is a tower, okay? It's crumbling around him. Everything's going to change for him. It's over. What's his challenge? The devil. The devil. I'm going to say, yeah, it's Trump is a devil, okay? Trump as the devil's been showing up all over these kind of readings, but Clarence Thomas, I think this is telling us Clarence Thomas is a bad actor. Ginny Thomas is a bad actor. I'm saying they're evil, okay? They're evil. Whew. So, in other words, this behavior, this evil intent, this just, if you look at Clarence Thomas, I don't know, if you look at pictures of him, he is dead, okay? Just dead. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just like, the energy here is like, oh, okay. He needs to be removed from the Supreme Court. This guy is not good, okay? And this ultimately is going to cause this. This is the challenge causing his downfall. The crumbling of everything around him, and his outcome, partisanship and fighting. Whew, okay, so this Ginny thing is going to turn into a big ass deal. It's going to turn into a big deal. They're going to be fighting. They're going to find something out, I think, you guys, and they're going to put some serious effort into trying to get this guy off the Supreme Court. They're going to put some serious effort into trying to get him out, and it's all crumbling down. It's crumbling down because he is a nasty piece of work. Okay. We've known this for a long time, okay? Though liberals, whatever, Democrats, they've known this for a long time, but it's never gotten them out before. But I think this might be the moment. They're gonna try hard. They're gonna try so hard to get him out. And ooh, that tower, okay? I'm leaving it there. Boom. All right. Let's look at the next few days. Okay, basically I want to look at January 17th to January 19th. Because Facebook has said they're planning something for the 17th. I've seen also they're planning something for the 19th. Either one of those days, Inauguration Day, what have you. Is there going to be another event? Is there going to be shows around Inauguration, around this time from January 17th, January 19th, 20th, excuse me. Show us that time frame if there will be any more events. Will there be any more events? Any more violent riots or anything like that? Any more? All right, let's take a look. Okay. So for the face of the reading, okay, here we have toasting cups, celebrating. So to me, what I'm getting here is these rioters, they're celebrating their accomplishment. You know what they just did with this riot? They're celebrating, they're feeling good about themselves. They're like, hell yeah, right? Woohoo, look what we did, woohoo. They are thrilled. Okay, they're thrilled with their actions. They're feeling really good. They're feeling a sense of community. They're feeling supported with their fellow Trumpsters. Their challenge is hunkering down, bringing their resources back together again, reorganizing, resolidifying, kind of resetting themselves, okay? So this is a challenge for them. I imagine so, because FBI is out there, right? FBI, whatever other authorities are combing through those pictures, putting out faces, putting them out there for the public to identify. They're going after people. All these AGs have said they're going to go after these people from their state. So these militia members, they're going to have to bunker down. They're going to have to protect themselves for a while, kind of rein it in, reorganize, communicate, get their money together, whatever they're going to do. All right? But this is going to be a challenge for them. It's going to be difficult for them, which hopefully. All right. What is the face of this? What are they facing? What's in the sky around them? So what are these militias in the next several days, what are they coming face to face with? Okay. And that's going to be law enforcement. So like I just mentioned, their challenge is going to be not getting arrested, right? Their challenge is going to be that they're not anonymous anymore. Law is going to identify them, hunt them down, find them, prosecute them, whatever the law normally does. They're going to come face to face with that. What's foundational is this is the money, okay? This is their funding. It's all about, are they going to continue to get financed? And we need to follow the money. Who's funneling this money down to them? And You know, there's a certain name that a lot of readers don't like to throw out there because it can be very dangerous. Let's just say there's a brother-sister relationship close to the White House that law enforcement really needs to dig on down there and take a look at what's going on. Someone's funneling money to these groups. All right, in the recent past, with this, what is that, the 8, right? 8 of Pentacles. So this is them going to work, all right? In the recent past. So this is, to me, the militia groups going about their work, you know, doing their training, practicing shooting their guns, what have you, you know, recruiting, organizing themselves, and organizing this event. Okay, so there was work. This wasn't, so in other words, this wasn't a just a momentary overflow of emotion that made regular protesters turn violent. This wasn't just regular people who it just a moment got away with them. No, there were multiple parties doing a lot of work to try and make this happen. There was a lot of effort, organization that went into this. People were working on this, okay? This was pre-planned, premeditated. The outcome is the Queen of Wands. So, the Queen of Wands. So to me, the kings and the queens always seem to turn out to be Congress, okay? The House and the Senate. You know, very often this is a Nancy Pelosi card. You know, this strong, intuitive female sitting on a seat of power, calling the shots. So somehow Nancy Pelosi's in here as the outcome. What does that mean? So I'm asking, are we going to have another event from the 17th to the 19th? Are we going to have another event? So we're still getting some money funneling. There's still people working on making this happen. They're still organizing. They've got a lot of enthusiasm. They consider what they did on the 6th a success, and they're enthusiastic, and they're hunkering down. All right, yeah, I feel like, you know, there's no big surprise here. There's a sense of they're still planning, they're still getting money, they're still working on this, they're still organizing. The only thing that's going to stop them is if the law takes this seriously and moves very quickly. Here's Nancy. How is Nancy here? Are they going after her? Or is she going to be able to stop this? All right, pulling some clarifiers. So the Lovers, making some kind of a deal, and then retreating. And Karma. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that yes, you know, it's no surprise. They're saying they're going to do something, right? They're going to try and come back on. They're going to try and do something else. Law enforcement is going to be up in their face. Up in their face. So they're going to be held at bay, hopefully. Hopefully they'll be held at bay, kept at a certain distance. But Nancy Pelosi, I'm just saying, Nancy Pelosi's here in the outcome, making a deal, retreating. So I don't think that deal's going to be successful. She's going to be retreating. And here's the Karma card again. And then taken off. So let me get into this for a second. All right, you guys, I had to just kind of sort this out a little bit. So I'm going to wrap up this particular one by saying, okay, looks like yes. Okay, no big surprise there. There's going to be some shenanigans. And Nancy Pelosi or another strong female, okay, but I'm going to go with Nancy, is going to play a huge role at the end of this. Right around, 19th, 20th. Okay, she's going to play a huge role. We know that she is going to impeach the president again. That's probably going to start happening. You know, today they made that resolution for Pence to do the 25th Amendment. He's probably going to chicken shit out of that. She's going to have to move forward with her actions on impeachment, okay? And this is her overture to the Senate. Here's this article of impeachment. Do your duty. Let's join together. Let's get this guy out of office, okay? But they're not going to bite. They're not going to do it. They're going to retreat. They're going to be cowards. They're not going to do their duty. And in the end, karma is going to come. And I think a lot of these people are going to be leaving office. A lot of these people are just going to have to give up their seats and leave office. So, you know, I was really trying to focus on this kind of riot, you know, anything happening on the 17th to the 19th. Just like the last time I asked about this riot, it keeps talking about more of the government officials and stuff. All right, just getting these cards back in here. So, yeah, there's going to be some action. I think the police are going to be able to have enough of a presence to be in these people's faces. And yeah, it's going to be coming down to Nancy Pelosi really trying to lead the charge to get this guy out of office. Senate doesn't want to cooperate. They're not going to bite. They're going to roll over. But then karma's going to come and get their asses tossed. All right, that's what I'm getting. And let's see, can I squeeze in another one here? You know, I mentioned, you know, Elaine Chao being in the cabinet and all these people in the cabinet. They see Trump every day. He must be raving, right? What do they know? What is he saying to them? They must see him being a raving lunatic in there every day that they talk to him. They just see he's deranged. I don't know why they won't do the 25th on this guy. Don't they see that he's nuts? That's what I'm asking. What does the cabinet see when they look at Trump? What has he said to them? What has Trump said to the cabinet? I'd like to know Trump's words and behavior in front of the cabinet. All right. Let's bring it down. It's my last one here. Trump and his actions and words in front of the cabinet. Oh my goodness. Okay. Just a second. Okay, you guys. So the face of the reading is justice. Okay. I'm asking again, what is Trump's words and deeds in front of this cabinet? Here he is. The face of it being justice tells me that this is him screaming for justice. Okay. Screaming for redress. He feels he's cheated. He feels he's being ripped off. It's not fair. You know, they're doing this to me. I'm a victim. It's not fair. I won the presidency. I want justice. Okay? That's what Trump's calling for in front of them. What's the challenge is that Trump is Trump. He's vicious. He's brutal. All right? He attacks. He has no control. He's just a vicious bully, and they're seeing this, okay? This is Trump's challenges is they are seeing his viciousness and brutality on full display. What is in their face? Again, so saying the same thing. Trump is a bully. He beats down all of their objections, all of their concerns, any questions they might have. He just beats them down. He's got the bigger stick. He's got the leverage. He just pounds on them. They're just docile actors, okay, under Trump. Foundational to the reading, again, it's his power. He's the emperor. He's got the power. They are just almost like figureheads sitting around a table, quiet, passive to their leader, all right? They're not challenging this powerful emperor. Interesting on both sides of the question, past and future, we've got two knights. So where I'm going with the most recent past is I feel like this was Trump making promises, making offers, trying to bribe, giving gifts. I'll do this for you. I'll do that for you. You know, you can run this, you can run that, or you get this money or get that. I'll help this relative or that relative, right? I think he's making them a bunch of promises. In the past, he just made them a bunch of promises. You know, like he was rescuing them. He's rescuing the country. He's he's the best at everything. He's going to make everything better. He's the one with all the answers. He's the only one that can do it. A lot of promises from this guy. And here in the imminent future with the Knight of Pentacles, we have more promises of money. Money, money, money. But this Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight of the deck. So it's also sort of stalled action. It's come to a stop. They have this offer, this financial offer in front of them. And that's kind of where it's left off. So what I'm seeing here is what is Trump displaying in front of the cabinet? He is crazed, okay? He's a bully. He's vicious. He's mean. He does not give them any power to speak up. We know this, all right? But it's all about the power that he holds. He's the president. He can make the threats and see them through. He can make the promises. So it's like carrots and sticks, okay? Carrots and sticks with this guy. On the one hand, I'll promise you this, I'll promise you that. You'll have so much power, I'll reward you. You know, I'll give you money, 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 money. And on the other hand, he's an abuser. He's a bully. He will attack them. He will degrade them. He's vicious. So they're seeing all of this, okay? Yes, they see the behavior, but they're still thinking that he's a knight on the horse, like he can save something, or he, you know, it's like they bought the Kool-Aid a little bit, okay? They believed all the promises. They think that he can actually accomplish something, whether it's pad their pockets, give them a good position, you know, pad their resume, you know, put their people in certain, whatever his promises are, they include money, dropping money, okay? Future business endeavors, future relationships, you know, them hoping working in the White House is going to get them up the ladder, what have you. Yeah, they see who he is, but they just can't bring themselves to turn away from him and give up everything he's offering or have to endure all of his threats. Okay, that's where I'm going with what the cabinet is seeing. And again, this is turning into my riot card, okay? So he is his own riot in that White House. All right, you guys, I've got a bunch more questions here, but I think I'm going to have to save them for next time, break this up a little bit. Thank you so much for being with me today. I know you got a lot of questions. I still got a lot of questions. We're going to get through all of these within the next few days. Pray for peace and justice. And I don't know, just be safe out there, you guys, and keep loving your hearts. Focus on the highest good of all. Try and see the best outcome possible for this. And we'll get through this, all right? It's just 10 more days, right? 10 more days. 9 more days? All right, see you guys soon. Take care, everybody.